flying the Florida Keys. This little guy right here looks like he might be flying a paramotor someday soon. Really easy takeoff today. The winds were coming from the north, which meant that the winds were coming straight down the Keys. I was interested to see how my dudek drift air would be able to handle that. And then Butch had a really cool setup for his chase cam. He put an Insta360 on the front of it, so he would be able to change where he was looking around in post. When he went to edit it, when he goes to edit his video, he's able to change where the camera's looking, which is a really cool idea. Look at that takeoff. Beautiful. Did a little bit of light acro. It was cool because that Insta360 is able to look any direction. I could point the camera down or up if I went over top of Butch. Now remember I was talking about turbulence earlier. Some of the wings that I've flown in the past, they kind of scrunch or do, I don't know, they deform a little bit when you're in turbulence. And I was keeping an eye on the drift air, and even, I mean, this is really turbulent right now in terms of what I'm feeling in the brake pressure. And I mean, there's no scrunching or anything of that wing. It was really cool. It was inspiring confidence. Also, flying with Butch is super fun. He's like extremely happy to be in the sky at all times. Look at him. He's just having a good time. Also, he's flying super confidently with that just one hand on a brake toggle there. Whatever. Oh, Colin's going to fly underneath me. Whatever. Checked my gas for some reason. And as we went out here, I could see these animals in the water. I don't know, dolphins, sharks, sea turtles, all sorts of things. And I thought that if I did a time lapse, pointed straight down, we might be able to see some cool stuff. But I don't see anything right here. Beautiful water though. Looking all over the place. These little towns or islands, I don't know them individually, but I knew that you could fly out to the one off to the left. And you can land boats on this island and walk around. So I was flying out there and I noticed there's a ton of birds and I didn't want to have a bird strike or upset any bird people. So I just chose to stay far away from the island. I really wanted to land on that sand right there, but I also really didn't want to get stranded. I put away my Insta360 for a little bit because I wanted to go on my speed bar, and I had my power attack enabled, which very graciously videoed me engaging PK, or power attack, sorry. Butch filmed me coming right up next to him and using power attack, and it's pretty cool because when I drop, you can see how much speed I get from using my power attack. And I do zoom ahead pretty well. Butch likes to perform this move that is called porpoising. It's where you go either full throttle or high throttle and punch the brakes a little bit, and it makes your wing shoot up in the air and you get a lot of lift, and then you let it all go and it shoots back forward, and it's this pendulum effect. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's a lot of fun, and I mean, Butch was doing that a lot. He was having a really good time. Butch is a little bit more brave than I am. I was not trusting my motor to keep me out of the water, and Butch was trusting his motor a little bit more than me. We both were wearing personal flotation, and Butch also had flotation on his paramotor. That little sandy spot behind me, there was something trying to chase other things in the water, and I was trying to see what kind of animal it was, and I couldn't find it, and unfortunately I was literally right over top of it, so I was missing where it would be. It's just a little bit behind me right there. I came back around, and right here I see, oh, there's a shark in the water right there. Okay. And I go to start flying away from it, and it starts swimming after me, and I was like, no thanks. My wife said that was a tiger shark, probably 40 or 50 feet long, so it would eat me in one bite. There goes Butch, zooming along right above the water. Obviously the video is not going to do this justice, but this was just such a beautiful place to fly. Watch this. Butch comes down toward the water, and it looks like he's going to hit it, but we actually have control over how close we get to the water. You can apply brakes and start to level out, so it's not like you're just going to slam into the water. And Butch is very good at this. He does this all the time. Look at that. I finally got to the place where we were going to land, and I was noticing that the beach that we were planning on landing at had, the tide had come up to the point where there was no longer beach in that area. And everything that you see down to my right there, that's all private beach, and I wasn't about to land on somebody's private property if I could avoid it. So I'm looking down there, I'm like, where is my LZ at? I ended up finding a spot across the street that was basically an abandoned parking lot. Later you're going to see Butch landed in a very, very tough to land spot right here. I am still super impressed with how well he did with that. That was a spot landing beyond spot landings. He had no room for error. Butch was just out there exploring. Flying over the Kool-Aid there. Now in this scenario, if he had a motor out, what he could do is let the toggles go, let go of his brakes, and let the wing overshoot him, so that way it doesn't land on top of him. And also, if your wing goes down nose first into the water, it catches air and acts as a flotation device for its own self. There we go, a little POV, well, I guess not POV, but a little close-up of what it looks like from Butch's view to do the porpoising effect. Just having a good time. If you didn't check out Butch's channel yet, it's Bad at Life. Butch makes some really fun paramotor videos. At this point, I had to go find a spot to land, so I stowed my Insta360. Butch didn't know I landed, and so he went up to about 50,000 feet to find me. Couldn't find me, so he went in and decided that it was time to come in and land. I had texted him at this point, told him that I had landed. So get ready to see one of the best spot landings I've ever seen. This is just, I am beyond impressed. I'm not sure that I could have done this with my drift air. Trying to stop, just stomp down and not, continue to walk or anything. Watch this. He has to land in that little tiny spot right here, and there's rocks and stuff, and oh my gosh, that was such a nice landing. Big thanks to Butch and his family for having us down here in the Florida Keys. We had an awesome time, and nice job, Liz, with the coconut.